Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for viewing the other videos. I know they're not great, but it's what I've got because I don't have a computer right now and I don't have money to get a computer. Um, but I love making videos for you guys even though it's just on my phone. And having you guys watch them, it means so much to us. So I wanted to give you guys an update on how Athena is because I know a lot of you guys have been asking about her. Family and friends have been like blowing up my messages and my text messages, and it makes me feel so good that we're in your thoughts and you guys are praying for us while we struggle through this. This is not really a journey I ever thought I would be on, but it's become probably one of the most rewarding journeys that I've been on for me personally. I know for Athena it's like the end of the world for her, but for me it's kind of been rewarding and just to realize how much support I actually have from family and friends and extended, and it means so much for me. So I really want to tell you guys thank you, and I will get into her update. So Athena's health, don't know. There's a chance that she might have a little cold or something going on right now. We did get her antibiotics just to make sure, just to give her a little bit of a boost to fight, and if she has like a sinus infection or something, because she's been really crabby a lot lately and lethargic and just doesn't want to be touched, nothing. So I went ahead and brought her to the doctor this morning, and both the doctor and I thought, let's do antibiotics just to kind of play it safe, and because Athena can go from being monitored, like just tad sick, like runny nose, whatever, to full-blown pneumonia. And I personally think that she's still aspirating. I think she's got some reflux going on. She's actually aspirating that. Plus, with the snot going on and it draining down her throat, I'm like 95% sure some of it's going into her lungs. So, unfortunately, that's going on. But like I said, she's on antibiotics, so I'm hoping that she'll be better in the next few days. So that tube, she's gotten a little bit better with wearing her backpack. She now does wear it, doesn't really fight it. But I can tell that mentally, this is horrible for her. This is probably like the worst thing for a 2-year-old, which, I mean, even for an adult, it's gotta be hard. But at least an adult can, be like, yeah, this is for my health. A 2-year-old is like, I don't know why you're doing this, and this is horrible, and I don't know what I did to deserve it. And it kind of breaks my heart to see her like that. She just seems so depressed lately, and that, all she sees is nurses and doctors, and she doesn't really get out. And she was going to daycare, and then all of a sudden she wasn't, and then overnight she had this tube, and she thought couldn't eat, and she still hasn't had a bite of food, and we're going on 3 weeks of that. And it's really got her down emotionally. So I'm trying to find some fun things for her to do, maybe around other kids or stuff coming up, to kind of lift her spirits up a little bit. But if anybody has anything in mind for me, please comment down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. So that's tube, feeding wise. Blood sugar has still been out of control, and trying to talk to a doctor is like impossible. I mean, the doctors that we want to talk to are completely booked. And so it's really hard to try to get in and see them and discuss what's the next step. and everything. So now I'm going to try really hard to get more doctor's appointments for her coming up, since we were not accepted into the clinic. I really hate insurance. I'm just going to throw that out there. They decided that the clinic was not the best option, and for her to suffer at home with only 2 therapy sessions a week. We need 14 therapy sessions before we can reevaluate her. That's 7 weeks now of torture for my little girl. Piss does not even begin to describe it. And the whole thing about it is just like, really, whatever. So, right now the plan is to have at-home therapy sessions, 2 a week, for probably 2 to 3 weeks. After that, we are going to try to reevaluate and see if maybe putting her in the clinic and finishing up literally the last 2 weeks of it, or last week, if we can just get like the last 5 sessions in 1 week, and then do a swallow study. Perhaps it might work that way, because having only 2 therapy sessions a week can mean that we don't have results, and we have an even more upset child. So I'm really hoping that at some point we will get her into the clinic, even if it's at the very end of it, all of this, and to finish it up by the end of the year. So, with that being said, we are starting therapy tomorrow. So, 14 sessions, 2 a week, 7 weeks will be the other swallow study. Right now, that's the plan in place. And I will update you guys if that changes and how it's going later on. But if you guys could just keep us in your prayers and in your thoughts, and, pray for us to have a speedy recovery of all this, and for her to have the strength to just fight through the end of this, and to get her better. That would be more than appreciated right now. And I love you guys so much. Everything you guys have said to me I've loved all of it. So thank you so much. Love you, and please continue to watch my videos and keep in touch with more updates, as I will update you guys when I'm updated. So, stay tuned. Love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in a later video.